AI agent here. This is a conversational sales AI agent based upon this company's website. The company is Axis. So here we are going through the website. Just a simple, normal website talking about the product features. You can see it has a WhatsApp chatbot, multi-agent, unified inbox, WhatsApp and SMS versus email marketing, WhatsApp payment, among other things. There are quite a number of blogs on the website. You can see the pricing on the website. So the website is quite expansive, quite informative, with a lot of text information. And this is the information that we'll be using to train our AI agent against. And as a result, we are hoping that the conversational AI agent we develop will be able to answer all questions based upon this website. So here you can see a lot of blog resources, which is a very good starting point when working with AI agents and LLMs. So it's nice that this company has enough blogs for the. So now we can see this is the sitemap. The sitemap in itself is a multi-site map, if I can mention it that way. In that you can see each individual sitemap has a few URLs inside it. And so in our efforts to gather this information, we need to crawl the individual sitemaps and loop through each individual sitemap to get the links within each sitemap, and then go through each of those links and extract the information in those links. We are going to convert this information to JSON and JSON-L, which is a format that LLMs understand quite easily. And so here you can see me prompting ChatGPT. This is what we call vibe coding. Why would I worry about how this code is written if our AI overloads can do it? So you can see me prompting ChatGPT here, just telling it I have a base Python script that I use to scroll. I've been using this script for a few years now. So I basically modify it against the different websites that I'm handling. And in this case, I'm just having ChatGPT rewrite it to fit the unique use case we have here for Axis. Axis is a product by Belva. Belva is a digital agency based in Nairobi, Kenya. So you can check them out. Cool stuff they're building. So you can see here our AI overloads spitting out some code. I'm going to use this code as the basis of the crawler. We essentially just need to gather the text more than anything. This agent we're doing here is just a simple demonstration of what you can do with LLMs and by pairing contextual data about a business with an intellectual LLM like GPT-4. So we're just going to scrape all the text from the website, not the images. We have no interest with any files on the website. We're just going to gather up all, we're going to try gather up all the text content. So here, I'm just going to try test out the script that ChatGPT gave us. Initially, we just need to ensure that the script runs. You can see that I'm crawling out the specific line that crawls all the individual pages. Initially, I just want to establish how many pages we have. You can see we have 75 pages to crawl, which is substantial, just for giving the AI agent some context about the business. 75 pages should be sufficient. So here we are. Of course, Python and indentation. Yeah, any Python developer knows how crazy this is. So yeah, fix the indentation. Let's try run this again. It's a simple script. Anyone who's done Python scripting, we are using async.io here and crawl for AI, which is an open source, package library that I use for crawling. Where crawl for AI thrives is crawl for AI essentially crawls data and packages it in a format that LLMs can easily understand. So here you can see the magic already happening. It's quite fast. You can see how fast we are going through the individual pages. at least under a second per page, which shows you how scalable this is. So even in later demonstrations where we'll cover sites with thousands and tens of thousands of pages, Crawl for AI seems to handle it quite easily. It allows for, well, you can see, yeah, in less than a minute or two, we are done with all the 75 pages. So Crawl for AI allows for individual pages, crawling of individual pages. You can crawl pages sequentially, and as I said, you can use async IO clients in Python or any other native programming language to crawl your data. And again, in order to respect the sites you're crawling, all the crawling etiquette that we normally talk about, you ensure that depending on the size of pages that you have, uh, your crawler is quite disciplined in how it accesses the pages. You can see now we have data from the websites. You can see the text data from the individual Axis pages. We've stored them as JSON. Actually crawled all of them into a single JSON file, just about 500 KB. You can see how powerful that is. Up 75 pages have just been converted to under a single MB, under 1 MB in terms of data that an LLM can understand. And this data here already, we are going to feed it to a vector store and attach this vector store to our conversational AI agent. And that's the vector store that it will reference going forward with all its interactions. So just going through the data here, we want to match this data to the vector store on OpenAI. So you can see here we've created a vector store. We've uploaded the individual JSON file to the vector store. Then we'll go ahead and use now this vector store to train our assistant. So this is the OpenAI GUI client. For we are here just creating the assistant. So the assistant can be initiated using a system prompt. You choose the model that you want to run. We have a simple file here, so we are going to do just give it the capability to search against the files we've given, give it the capability to create and run code. We are going to set the temperature and the top performance metric for our agent here. So you adjust this temperature, especially between the lower end and the far end. And what this essentially does is limits or enables your agent's capabilities. So to the extent to which it can do that is going to be dependent by the temperature you give it. So by lowering the temperature, we ensure that the agent is rigid and we ensure that the agent is rigid and does not waver very far from the data set that you provided it. Increasing the temperature then on the other side allows your agent to be more flexible in its responses. And that again is going to be based off the system prompt. So we are going to use ChatGPT here to generate that system prompt. I have a foundational prompt that I use and modify these against the different agents that we're building. So here I'm going to use the information from the website to just give ChatGPT some context here, then use that context to modify our prompt to our specific use case for Axis and ensuring that now this conversational AI agent that we're building here is perfected for the context of this website that we've just crawled and trained the AI agent against that data. So this essentially then ensures the system instructions, what you want the agent to do, the capabilities you want to allow it to have, the limitations that you want it to have, the tone, the length to which it can answer the questions, the length of the responses that it gives to the client, how you want it to handle situations where the data is not available, and so much more can be defined using this system prompt. So this applies for any kind of agent you will be building, irrespective of the platform. whether we are doing it here on OpenAI or we are going to use an open source model like Olama, the system prompt is synonymous with any agent you're building. And as such, these format and these prompts that I use are model and platform agnostic. So I'm able to use these system prompts and use these agents. It is and switch out the backends and in this case the LLMs that in which they are using. So the same prompt can be used to plug in the agent and plug in an open source LLM like Olama. We can switch from this to Claude and any other model, proprietary or open source for that matter. So here you can see we have all the different pages from the sitemap. We've crawled the different pages from the sitemap. We've used the data from the crawled pages to train our agent. We've converted this data to a vector store. And actually, we've converted it to chunks and uploaded them to a vector store that we fed this LLM. And now we are generating a system prompt that is going to run our conversational AI agent. So this is a very straightforward prompt. It gets as complex as you need it to be as the more you add functionality to your AI agent. It's also important to note that AI agents and LLMs generally understand instructions in various formats. So in this case, we are using Markdown. This is one of the top formats that LLMs will understand. Besides that, there is XML. So for Claude and other uh, LLM models, you can find instructions, system prompts done in XML. We are going to be doing Markdown for the most of ours. These are simple instructions. Always ensure that your prompt is as simple and straightforward as possible. Ensure that the specific instructions you're issuing to the agent are as clear and straightforward as possible. Ensure you organize your prompt in a systematic manner that the agent can understand. And it's always nice to close with hard instructions that you want the agent to ensure it always follows. So you can set out various sets of instructions and always close out with the mandatory instructions that you'd want it to always remember. So here you can see we've already set up the prompt. We can now just go and test out our agent already. So OpenAI provide a simple GUI platform for you to test out your AI agents. So this assistant here that we've created, we can already interact with it. We want to just interact with it and see what it can do. This then can be extended to third-party applications. We're going to show how you can now embed this to your website. This can be integrated to the platform itself, as now where you have a WhatsApp chat, you'll have your customer speaking to this agent on WhatsApp. This can be embedded on any other platform. I've built a very custom middleware that now extends all these assistants that we're building on OpenAI and any other OpenAI and any other platform can then be extended to any third-party application using chat widgets, using API endpoints, using live search inputs. So here you can see we've just asked it the 5 questions we can ask it to showcase its skills. And you can see this information is already coming from the Axis dataset that we trained it on. Just going to interact with it, ask it a few questions, play around with it. So here you can do a lot of things just to refine how the answers are coming out, refine the accuracy of the responses. So one, you can modify the system prompt further. Two, you can modify the temperature. And three, you can modify the data set that you fed the assistant. So this is how you continue refining and ensuring the AI agent now is customized for the specific business and use case that you are using it for. This is how you give it more business context. So the more a business provides you information, the better positioned you are to keep optimizing the responses that come out from the assistant. But you can already see here how powerful these are. We are already asking it quite a number of different questions, varying questions about the service provisions from Axis, and you can see it's handling it quite well. The responses are very well formatted. It's taking wait just a few seconds to give you a response. You can see how fast this is. So for businesses, this is a new era that we've just walked into. You can see that this is an AI agent that is fully trained on your business, that does not get tired, that does not sleep, that does not lose context, that does not go on leave, and it actually only gets better. So with each of these questions that we've trained here, the agent has memory, and this memory allows it to remember all conversations that it's had and actually learn from each of the conversations that it's had. So you can see how this then changes how businesses are going to be operating. This is customer support, which is just one vertical, and we are going to be showing more and more verticals, and we are going to be seeing more and more developments across various verticals. But the revolution is lively, and the revolution is here. This is an assistant that has business context, that is bright, that is unique to your business, and that is always improving. So this can only get better from here. You can see it's handling various questions. You can tell it how to handle instances where it does not have answers for the questions. And then even other more intelligent thing that they can do is the agents can figure out when to escalate a certain conversation to a human, and that's how then we blend this sales cycle from the non-human AI agent to your existing sales support team. This agent, as it is, can be integrated to any third-party CRM. So all these messages that are being discussed here, if you as a business owner wanted to retrieve and review all the chats that have been had by your agent while you are away, all these messages are retrievable using our custom middleware. You can come back and analyze the logs. You can see where an agent might have failed. You can come give it more context and correct it for any responses it might have fallen short on. And yeah, it just gets better from here. It gets better and better. And you can see now we have Axis.Africa website in a live AI agent. That was simple, that was straightforward, but this is just a start. This will continue. This will continue getting better. We will keep working on this AI agent in this channel, as well as other AI agents. And yeah, you'll now see how we can integrate this into the website. So we have a demo playground. I'm going to show you how a business in this case will use this AI agent that we've just built and embed it into their website. Each website nowadays has a chatbot functionality, but like you and I, we have all been frustrated by the existing workflow that has been there for these website chatbots. They're just if else rigid bots, if I may call them that. They rarely have context, they rarely feel human, and they actually rarely help us solve our problems. So what do we do then? So these AI agents that we are building here can now solve this in one go. It's going to be as simple as now embedding this Axis assistant that we have into our demo playground, and we're just going to show that now. So you can see this is now inside the website. Our front end and back end team have just blended this in together. And the same questions we will ask it on the playground, we can now ask it on the website here. You can see how fast the responses are coming in. It has the context for Axis. And yeah, just watch how amazing this gets. It's in a matter of seconds. It's responded. It's given the user contextual responses to your business. It's live, and it's as powerful as your human. It's a human sales agent on steroids. You can see it can detect spelling mistakes on the user's questions and correct them and respond accordingly. So this is already intelligent in how it responds to the user. It's fast, and I'm just going to keep asking it some more questions here and there, just interact with it. And yeah, so this is how AI agents would work end to end. This is a simple demonstration of how you build a custom AI agent for a business, start to finish. For any business out there that you might be looking for a dedicated AI agent, we are going to be demonstrating this across very many verticals. You can see we've just done one in conversational AI. Our playground here has multiple industry verticals. We have e-commerce, we have bank, we have insurance, we have healthcare, and we are going to cover as many industry verticals as possible. But you can see the magic is happening on a day to day. These LLMs are getting more intelligent by the day, so you can imagine how powerful the agents are going to be. Agentic AI is the next revolution and the next phase in this AI rush that we are in. And make sure you're not missing out on this gold rush. So see you on the next video. Enjoy. Find the link in the description. Go play around with this GPT here. A number of more GPTs on the playground that we have here. Just interact with them. Drop me a comment about any feedback you might have, any question you might have.